If you're an INFJ, you've probably felt before as if you were looking at the world without being fully part of it. You deeply care about people, yet somehow connections often feel one-sided. You put on a social mask to fit in, but that leaves you feeling drained and unseen. I've been there, and I'm now a mentor and subconscious therapist for introverts and sensitive people who want to step into their value finally and claim their place in the world. And I want you to know you can be part of the world. You get to feel connected, and you get to do this without pretending to be someone you're not. So in this video, I'm going to give you the exact tools and mindset shifts that helped me as an INFJ to go from feeling invisible, disconnected and lonely to feeling like I'm part of something bigger, to feeling like I'm part of the world. So let's start by getting real about what it is like for us. As INFJs, we often feel drained by small talk and shallow interactions, which happen a lot of the time in life. We usually show a lot of interest in people, but we also often feel that it is not reciprocated. We may feel invisible even when we're surrounded by people. And our sensitivity, which is actually a gift, can make us feel a bit alien sometimes. We pick up on subtleties, emotions, and unspoken things that others don't notice. And while that is powerful, it can also create a bit of a disconnect with our sense of self because we are really focused and attuned to what's outside of us. Some of you may have experienced some sort of dissociation or freeze in those moments because there is this disconnection with the sense of self. And I remember that oftentimes I used to be surrounded by people and to feel utterly disconnected, as if I was just playing a role, smiling at the right times, nodding, and just waiting to go home really. So I didn't enjoy those times and I wasn't present in them. And it took me some time to realize that the problem was not that I did not belong, it was that I was trying to belong in the wrong way. So here's the truth for you as an INFJ, there is nothing wrong with you. Being sensitive is not a weakness, it means that you're attuned to depth and meaning. That is a strength. Experiencing one-sided friendships or interactions does not mean anything about you. It is that other person's problem, it's not always your problem. And sometimes it may be that you give too much, too quickly and too easily without setting enough boundaries. But it's not because you're too much or not enough. And INFJs don't need dozens of friends. They thrive on quality, not quantity. So your goal isn't to connect with everyone, it is to find your people. Those who truly value you, those who truly see you. Okay, that's your goal here. You get to be selective. So here are 5 practical tools for you to be part of the world and to really feel like you are. Tool number 1 is to actually redefine what being part of the world means for you. Being part of the world doesn't mean forcing yourself at every party, networking event, or group chat. It means creating points of connection that feel true to you, like joining an interest-based group, collaborating on something creative, having a coffee with someone new. Whatever it is your own true point of connection. The world is vast and you get to choose how you want to belong, how you want to be part of the world. And be careful to not compare the way that you put yourself out in the world with how extroverts do it, or with how people you admire on social media do it. Choose your own points of connection with the world. Tool number 2, energy boundaries. Think of your social energy like your phone battery. It is not infinite. Be intentional about where you spend this social energy. And that's something I'm working with several of my clients right now, helping them set those boundaries, helping them get this deep realization that the love, the care, the interest that they are looking for in certain specific people is not going to be able to be received from them. And it doesn't mean that my clients can't receive it from anyone. It doesn't mean that they're not worthy of this love, care, and interest. It just means that they can't receive it from these specific people they're trying to receive it from. And when you truly realize that, you show up with a different energy. You show up with an energy of detachment. You set stronger boundaries. And you create a stronger ground and foundation within yourself because you stop expecting things from the wrong people. Boundaries can also look like planning recovery time after a social interaction. For example, giving yourself some time to process, to relax, to rest, and to recharge your batteries. It might mean saying no to some events if you feel that you need this recovery time. Protecting your energy actually helps you connect better when you do show up, so don't miss this step. Tool number 3, the micro-connection method. This is particularly helpful and I really love this one. You don't have to go deep with everyone right away. Try micro-connections, which are small intentional moments. For example, complimenting a stranger, or having a slightly less transactional interaction with the greengrocer, asking someone how their day was and really listening, or checking in with a friend by text. Those are micro connections that are going to help you feel part of the world without stretching yourself out too much. These moments add up and create a quiet sense of belonging, of being part of the world. Try this. Tool number 4, authentic self moments in conversations. If you're tired of wearing a mask, then start small when you're socializing. Share one real personal detail in a conversation instead of sticking to a safe and polite talk. To give you some examples, it could be, I've been feeling really inspired lately because I started writing again. Or, I really don't like this heat, it's making me feel really tired, and I can't wait for autumn. See, it's small, but it can really spark a conversation that is going to be more personal. It could also be about talking about things that you liked and that interest you, like, I saw this movie last night and it really struck me. These little truths, these little personal details help others meet you at your level. And that's where you get back into some sort of control, into some sort of belonging, of claiming your place, of taking up space in that room. Tool number 5, curate your inner circle. Pay attention to how you feel after socializing with someone. Do you feel energized, fulfilled, satisfied? Or do you actually feel drained and maybe even a little bit depressed? Slowly lean towards the relationships that make you feel more comfortable, safer, more relaxed and happier. You don't need to cut everyone else out, or you don't need to do it immediately if there are some people that you really want to cut out, but you get to choose who gets the best of your time and energy. You absolutely get to do this. And please remember, and that's a mistake that we often make, and it can take some time to realize this. You do not need to change yourself to be part of the world. On the contrary, you need to connect a lot more deeply to who you are and be very clear about it. And every time you show up as your authentic self, even in tiny ways, then you connect to something bigger. Then you start being part of the world more and more, in your own ways, on your own terms. So listen, if you are craving to feel more confident and to feel like you are part of the world, I created a free Calm Confidence workbook for the sensitive introverts like you to help you claim your place in the world, to help you connect to your value and show up in your value. Inside, you'll find powerful exercises and tools to help you show up confidently, authentically, and feel comfortable in your own skin. The link is in the description box. It's completely free and I invite you to download it. And I'd love to hear from you. Leave me a comment and let me know which tool you're going to try using first. I'd love to know. And until next time, take care, sending you much love, and don't forget, you belong here. Bye.